to the Landmarks Conservancy's 50th Anniversary Kickoff. We're so glad we made it. And we're also glad that we met each of you along the way. And isn't it wonderful to be in these rooms after all these years? And it's very appropriate because the Conservancy was instrumental in a huge campaign to save the public rooms of the Plaza when new owners in 2004 decided that the public rooms should be retail spaces. We could be in the cold and cough section of Duane Reade, but it ended well. The owners agreed to be designated, and in 2005, LPC, under then Chairman Bob Tierney, who is somewhere in the room, designated the rooms. There he is. Thank you, Bob. But we wouldn't be here to celebrate if a visionary group of people at the Municipal Arts Society hadn't decided that there needed to be an organization focused on preservation, capable of long-haul preservation projects, and actually help people fix buildings. So thank you, Kent Barwick. And the Conservancy's always had dedicated board members, ever since Brendan Gill, Ada Louise Huxtable, William H. White. And we also have had great chairs along the way, Donald Orsman, John Bell. Several in our current chair, Rich Garvey, who's here somewhere and will be up, and we have some former chairs with us, Stuart Siegel, Stephen Lash, and Frank Siami. So please, thank you for all of your help through the years. I followed some impressive people who had this spot before I came along, and thank you, Lori Beckelman. And no party is complete without Nancy and Otis Pearsall. Now, as you went around New York today, you might have noticed a special feeling in the air, you know, a snap in the breeze, and that's because it's been Landmarks Conservancy Day all day. We just found that out, and Sarah Carroll is going to tell us about it.
Thank you, Peg. I'm so thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the kickoff of the New York Landmarks Conservancy's 50th anniversary. I truly am. It's just wonderful to be with all of you in this amazing designated space. For 50 years, the Conservancy has been a champion of New York City, working to both protect and help shape the city's built environment through their advocacy and by providing funding for work at historic properties and technical preservation services. The Conservancy's advocacy and policy positions have helped shape landmark designations, planning and development decisions in the city. Their various loan and grant programs have awarded nearly $53 million over the last 50 years, and their free technical preservation services supports owners of landmarks. And I want to especially note the Conservancy's Sacred Sites program, which fills a critical need in the city. Religious institutions have special needs, and their buildings can present special challenges. By providing funding for planning and implementing restoration projects and technical assistance, the Conservancy has been vitally important to the success of preserving religious buildings across all 5 boroughs. I am pleased to join in applauding everyone associated with this wonderful organization for their commitment to safeguard our rich architectural and cultural heritage for generations to come. Now, therefore, I, Eric Adams, Mayor of the City of New York, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, January 18th, 2023, in the City of New York as the New York Landmarks Conservancy Day.
Sarah mentioned the late, great Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan. Well, he was actually on our advisory board, and he was instrumental in so much of our success and so much for preservation across the country. There will never be another like Senator Moynihan. But here in the city, we also have a tremendous friend of preservation. I'm thrilled that the mayor put money in the budget for soldiers and sailors, but the driving force behind that is our council member, Gail Brewer.
Thank you very much, Peg Green. I want to be clear that this was a effort that took a lot of people. I want to thank the mayor for the support of the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. It's a place, and you should all join us. And on Memorial Day, we gather not just West Siders, a Navy band, whatever military figure we can find who's around, and the fleets, because all of the sailors come in that particular weekend. So it's a very special time, but for the last, 10, 15 years, it's had a fence around it. The Parks Department did a great job and did a feasibility study with your tax money, very good study. The Parks Commissioner, Sue Donahue, deserves a lot of credit because I did call her pretty much every day. But in the end, it was the Landmarks Conservancy's actual support, and let me be really specific. Peg Green always has great ideas, and she said, Gail, you should have to do a petition. I think, oh shit, I gotta do a petition? Well, when the Parks Commissioner called, she said it was a petition that made the $62 million show up. So thank you very much. True story. I want to be so clear about how much support this organization has given to our beloved city, and time again. So I do want to present, I promised Peg I would not read the proclamation, but the fact that this organization has been so creative about not only giving the kind of support I listed, but having the funds and the ways that it goes about being supportive is something unique. And it wasn't the reason that necessarily that the organization started, but under Lori's and other leadership, the focus became not only preservation, but figuring out how to make it actually happen. So I simply say, be it known that I, Gail Brewer, as council member for the Upper West Side, the 6th District, again, as they say, I honor the Landmarks Preservation Conservancy on your 50th anniversary, and may there be many more. Thank you very much.